A very good morning, one and all. Welcome to the joint meeting of Airoli Bilingual Toastmasters Club and Chandigarh Toastmasters Club. My name is Santosh, and I am the moderator for today's meeting. A few instructions for us to have a smooth show. Keep yourself muted if you are not speaking, and always be on the camera to make this session more interactive. Let's get started. Have you ever felt like the spark that once fueled your passion has dimmed a little? It happens even to the best of us. Today, let's explore how we can reconnect with what truly drives us and revitalize that energy. To do that, we have an amazing speaker today. She comes with 18 years of work experience in payroll, workforce management, client relationship management, event management, and team management. She is a certified payroll professional from American Payroll Association. She currently works as a manager with a Big Four and assists clients with solutions for people, processes, and technology transformations. She has been a Toastmaster for over 13 years. During her journey, she has received numerous Toastmasters International Awards. She is the first district director of the newly reformed District 98, which covers Mumbai, Navi Mumbai, Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh, and Rajasthan. And she has led the district and its members to a select distinguished status in 2022-23. She received Excellence in Quality Award in 2021-2022 as the Program Quality Director of District 98. She is also the first woman club growth director for District 98 and has opened more than 60 clubs during 2020-2021 tenure, the second highest in the world, and received the Growth Leader Award from Toastmasters International. Currently, she is serving as the past district director of District 98, the vice president membership for Airoli Bilingual Toastmasters Club in District 98, and has also recently joined Chandigarh Toastmasters Club as a member. Please join me in welcoming the past District 98 director, distinguished Toastmaster Sapna Ori, to speak on the topic Reconnect and Revitalize.
Thank you so much for the beautiful introduction, distinguished Toastmaster Santosh Akela. And thank you so much to the members of District 41 and District 98, as both my clubs fall into these two districts, for taking out time on this Sunday morning and joining me for this training session. Why did I pick up this topic? I have been a Toastmaster for over 13 years now, and I have been a member of numerous clubs throughout my journey. The very first club that I had joined was a corporate club. And I still remember after attending the first meeting, I never went back to my club for one entire year. And at that point of time, nobody asked me why I wasn't attending those meetings. Nobody checked on me. Nobody wanted to understand what is it that I was looking out from Toastmasters that did not fulfill. And probably that is why I stopped going to the club. Vis-a-vis to a few years, when I joined a community club. And if I did not attend a single meeting, I used to get a message or a call from my VP Education every week, wherein my VP Education wanted to ask why you didn't attend the meeting. What really happened? What really happened with you? Would you be interested to take up a role in the next meeting? My VP Education always used to ensure that I am part of the meeting by either taking up a role or participating, be it table topics. This is what made me really feel good about the club, and I never wanted to leave. But alas, there were reasons, life changes. I moved places, and that's why I had to move my clubs as well. But today, I'm going to go ahead and talk about a very important topic, which is member retention. As I'm sure we all have been through our experiences of being in the club executive committee, wherein we have seen members coming in, and within 6 months, 1 year, 1.5 years to 2 years, we see our members leaving, where we are more interested in going ahead and recruiting new members for the club. We are losing touch with our old members. And I believe if you're able to retain your old members, you are able to retain the knowledge and the culture of your club. And that is why today I wanted to bring this training to all of you, wherein you can do simple things, you can follow simple strategies. And these are all proven strategies over a period of time, which our Toastmasters clubs across the globe have been following, and they have seen success. And I am sure a lot many of you have been following these simple strategies for your clubs as well, and you have also seen success. With this, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. Please let me know if it's visible.
Yes, it's visible, Sapna.
All right. So today we are going to reconnect and revitalize. Why reconnect? Because it gives me an opportunity as well to reconnect with all of you. And this will give you an opportunity to go ahead and start reconnecting with your members as well. How many of you have seen this scenario in your respective clubs? Empty chairs, members not coming for the meetings at all. You have a meeting on a scheduled day, a scheduled time, and you don't have members who are there. When you enter your own club, which was once flourishing with 40, 50 members, suddenly you see a decline and you only barely see 10, 15 members who are there. Once, it is frightening. The second week, if it starts happening, that means we need to go back and start reconnecting with our own club members. Re-engaging members is a continual process of adaptation, communication, and recognition. Let me ask my audience who are here today, what is that one thing that made you join Toastmasters? What was your goal when you that made you all join Toastmasters? If you can unmute yourself and respond, that will be really great.
I had no goal of joining Toastmasters. So what really happened was one of our tenants as in someone who's living on our in our place at rent. So he recommended my mom to send me to Toastmasters. Earlier I was quite reluctant to go there, but my mom pushed me out on weekends, and that's how I joined. And at first I absolutely hated it, but then I started loving the journey.
Amazing. Thank you so much for that, Rahul. I would love to hear others' perspectives as well. What made you join Toastmasters? What is it that you were looking for?
Well, for me, I was very introvert at the starting. I hardly used to connect to people. Like, if I see a group of people sitting anywhere, I'll look at the other direction and go towards that, just to run away from people. But I realized while working in the professional, you cannot do that. You have to start talking to people. You need to engage people. And that's where I joined first to get rid of my sorry, not public speaking, more like get rid of the fact that I'm an introvert and I have to talk to people. Later on, when I joined, I got to know that yes, even I am not a good public speaker. There are many problems that came later, but the first was to get rid of this introvertism over there.
Thank you for that, Anish. Any other perspective?
Yes, hi, Toastmaster Sapna. So, as you know, we are a corporate club. So, when I joined Infosys, I was given an opportunity to demonstrate to the client on the project purpose. So, I was not able to do that, and at that moment, I realized what I am lacking in myself, and that is why when Then Toastmaster Goody introduced me to that club, to this in Toastmaster club, and I joined one meeting, and I felt, yes, I can feel the change in myself in one meeting. So I have to join it so that I can improve myself in the terms of confidence and the public speaking, and I don't what I am in lacking in. So that is why I joined Toastmaster.
Thank you so much for that, Manhar. So I have three different perspectives. Rahul joined because he was pushed by his mother. Anish joined because he was an introvert. He was not able to talk to people. And Manhar joined because she felt that she wanted to be more confident in her client presentations. Now, let me ask three of you once again another question. Do you feel your needs have changed over a period of time since you have started with your Toastmasters journey?
Yes, definitely. One ended, another came. That ended, another came.
Thank you. Rahul,
Not
Manhar.
not really the needs, but right now my priorities has changed, and I
Mhm.
feel like I won't be able to continue for long in Toastmasters because of some big professional pressure on me. Because I've just recently started off in my career. I'm a recent graduate, so
Mhm.
for me, these are my initial days to focus on my career, and then I'll definitely come back to Toastmasters because it has given me a lot as a person. It has really developed me and groomed me to a level where I can speak in front of any number of people.
Great. Thank you so much. Manhar, has it changed for you? Has your need what made you join Toastmasters earlier, has it changed?
Yes, Toastmaster Sapna, absolutely. What I was in the beginning and I am today after 1.5 year of my Toastmaster journey, I have seen lot of change in myself. The confident Manhar I see now is like the change in myself is completely unrecognizable today.
I am sure I have also seen you in person, so I completely agree to that you're more confident. So this is the whole process of adaptation. When we join, we have one priority. As very rightly Rahul mentioned, right? Like my priorities have changed now. We all have different priorities when we join, and our priorities over a period of time will keep changing. Is your club able to adapt to your priorities and help you stay within the Toastmasters club by adapting to your needs and helping you meet those needs? Are they communicating well with you to understand what is it that you seek now from Toastmasters as to what you were seeking when you joined Toastmasters, and probably 6 months 1 year down the line what you will be seeking from Toastmasters? There is definitely going to be a change. And recognition, are you being recognized? Is your club recognizing you as a member, recognizing your achievements, be it within Toastmasters and specifically outside of Toastmasters? Is your club able to do that? Once all of these three things come together, that's when a club will be able to go ahead and re engage its members towards the club. Now, moving on, I have listed a few strategies, and these are very simple strategies. When you will actually we'll start going through it one by one, you will start realizing that, oh my God, I think I could have done this probably, but maybe I'm not doing it. And let me just try it out. If I do it, then what will be the difference? So I'm going to go ahead and go through all of these strategies one by one. Reach out to them. How many of you feel that we are in an organization which talks about communication, but this is that one thing which is completely missing? How many of you feel like that? I do feel it like that. You know, when if one of your members is not coming to the meeting, what really happens? Nobody will see. Nobody will probably even realize that particular member is not there. But if it starts happening twice, thrice, even if it has happened with you wherein you did not plan to attend the meeting for maybe 2 weeks, 3 weeks, did anyone from the club ever reach out to you? If you are not in that position, but you were in a position wherein you were one of the excom members or a club member, if one of your club buddies did not attend the meeting for maybe a week or more than a week, did you reach out to them? So I'll tell you what happened yesterday. I didn't attend my Chandigarh Toastmasters meeting yesterday because of some personal commitment. And I got a call at 6 p.m. in the evening from my club buddies because after the meeting, we all go out, we hang out together. And the first thing when I picked up the phone, I was told, "You are being missed." And I really felt so good about it because this is similar. Not that this has happened, but what happened is last week, before a week before that, one of our folks was not there, and I just called and I said, we are missing you right now because you were not able to attend the meeting today. It feels good. It just feels important, even if it's not there in that meeting, that for the 2 hours I wasn't being probably missed, but at least when they all went out, they made it a point to call me and let me know that I'm being missed. Now, put yourself in the shoes of the member who has not been attending the meeting. When that simple call, when you call them and you just say you greet them and then you say, "Oh, I missed you at the meeting," rather than asking the straight question is, "You did not attend the meeting today." But there is always a way of asking, "Oh, I missed you at the meeting. I hope all is well with you." Now, with this, you are going to go ahead and ensure that your member turns up for the next meeting. So, how many of you think this is one of the most important means of communicating to your members and ensuring that they will definitely attend the meeting and they will renew in your club? Moving on to the next, meet their needs. As I at the beginning of this particular slide, I asked questions, and three of the Toastmasters actually said what was their need when they joined Toastmasters, and their need has definitely evolved over a period of time. So when we are communicating with our Toastmasters, when we are talking to them on a regular basis, what is it that what is it that made them join Toastmasters? Now, after spending 6 months and year, do they still have the same requirement, or has that requirement changed over a period of time? Maybe for me today, when I joined Toastmasters, my need was to get competent at public speaking. Then over a period of time, as I started getting into my leadership roles at my workplace, I wanted to get on or get into more leadership roles within Toastmasters International, which helped me to learn the art of giving effective feedback, critical aspects like active listening, how to manage conflicts. All of these things is something that I picked up and I took it back to my own workplace. And this is why I have been in this journey of Toastmasters from such a long period of time, because it has helped me. It's meeting my needs, it's helping me meet my needs based on my own priorities. So, when you're going and talking to your members, please ensure that you understand what are their needs. It's very important. Most of the time, if your member is coming to your club and if they say, "I want to learn public speaking," good. But is that the only aspect that they want to learn? Maybe like Rahul is now moving into his corporate life. Has he been given opportunities at the club level, outside of the club level, wherein he is able to learn the leadership skills so that he can use those skills at his own workplace? Is my need being met? What is in it for me? This is the most important aspect when it comes to re engaging with your member and making them stay in your club. So I urge all of you to go back and start talking to your club members. And it's not the responsibility of only the executive committee to do that. Even you, as mentors, as buddies to your own fellow Toastmasters around in the club, can do that to each other. Stress the benefits. How many of you know that there is a Udemy platform? How many of you are aware, by show of hands? Wherein you can go ahead and it can help you with your speech, with the speech fillers. It's there, right? Very few of us know. How many of you actually understand the importance of pathways, the competencies that it will help you with, the skills that it will help you to imbibe? Very few. We have to ensure that we go ahead and we keep talking to our members about the benefits that Toastmasters brings to them. The different platforms that we have, the entire community that we have around of folks who work in corporates, folks, Toastmasters who are actually seasoned trainers, who are corporate trainers, who are who are doing different things in their lives, who are speakers, who are professional speakers. Stress out on those benefits. Look at pathways. Look at, even if you're able to help them out to understand what is the benefit of pathways, how can Udily help them out? Once they understand the benefits of this, they will be engaged in the program. Most of the time, I have witnessed that the VP education will not understand the importance of pathways. They don't take a session when there are new members who are hired, or even for seasoned Toastmasters, they don't want to go ahead and educate them again on the importance of pathways. And that's when members start feeling disengaged. Every project that we do in pathways is important. And what are the skills that they're going to learn out of that, out of each and every path, each and every level that they do? This is something that we all need to stress on. So I would urge that if all of you can go ahead and start stressing out, reading on the Toastmasters website what all tools we have, what are the benefits of Toastmasters, and stressing the same out to your own club members. Promote Toastmasters resources. We have n number of resources which are available. I would like to ask my audience who are here today, how many resources are you aware about that Toastmasters International has? You can probably
Um,
name one each, and that's how I'll get to know. Go ahead, Anish.
uh, okay, one is apart from pathways, you have resources on how to conduct a meeting, like the basic rules. And you also have like the first time of guests, how do you interact with them, what are things that you need to craft, like you have a lot of those
Correct.
resources on
Any?
that.
Thank you. Anybody else would like to add in? What are
I've
the
been in
resources?
my last few speeches, I have been heavily relying a lot on Udly for
Mm-hmm.
preparing my speeches, and it has really helped me. So I'm only aware of Udly, like you said
Awesome.
earlier.
Awesome. Awesome. I'm great. Thank you so much. Anybody else? What are the different resources that we have? We have so many resources. If you look at it, mentors, how to be a mentor, how to be a successful mentor. We have an entire learning module on this one. How what are the aspects and what are the skills you are going to learn if you start mentoring someone, right? How to be a sponsor. Even if you look at a moments of truth, how to conduct a session. We have youth leadership program. We have so many Toastmasters resources. It's very important that we all are aware and we also bring that awareness to our club members, because these resources will bring a new opportunity for every Toastmaster to do something different from what they keep doing on a regular basis in the Toastmasters meeting. So it's important that the clubs go ahead and they promote Toastmasters resources to all their members. Keep it creative. How many of you have different Toastmasters meeting in probably 3 months, 6 months? What kind of meeting formats do you have in those different meetings?
Uh, so this is something which we used to do, not in this current club, but in the previous club. We used to do a reverse meeting, as in the entire meeting in completely reverse order. So evaluator will say you have used this much of, or you were weak in the, let's say in terms of the conclusion, it needs to be effective. A speaker has to
True,
implement that also. So
true.
that used to be much fun, where speaker or anyone who's coming up to the stage, they have to keep a note of the evaluation and plan the speech accordingly. So at least that we used to enjoy a lot.
Absolutely. Reverse meeting, I've always been scared, but I've always enjoyed. I have never understood how actually our Toastmaster members who are participating in that meeting, they are able to go ahead and pick stuff up. So thank you for that. Any other Toastmasters meeting? Maybe your club conducted a meeting outside, maybe your club, you went out. Ramanathan sir, go ahead.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
We have conducted different types of variety of meetings. Like we had a Bollywood presentation, and we had conducted as a contest of more than about 11 contestants participating,
Mm-hmm,
reviewing a movie which they have seen from Bollywood. It was a very interesting session. We all
mm-hmm.
enjoyed it. And one of the celebration meeting, we had a book review, and the audience voted for the best book review and things like that. And we are also having debate sessions. And the table topic session, as you know, can be of various varieties. Like you can say storytelling round robin. where
Yes.
everybody will participate for 1 minute, telling the story and continuing the story. So these are the various things I feel will help. What we do, one more thing I want to tell you is we have got a guest group. And
Mm-hmm.
what is the activities going on in our club as well as some of the Toastmasters activities we post in the guest group so the guests become aware that these are the things that are happening in Toastmasters and then they come forward, attend the meetings and later become our members. So these are some of the tricks of the trade we can apply. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for that. So I remember from my experience when I was in Pune, all the Toastmasters across Pune, we all went for a hike. And the next morning, early morning, is what we had a Toastmasters meeting. And that's a memory that has been with me from a very long time, and it's not going to go out. Why? Because I thoroughly enjoyed the meeting as it was outside of the regular training room or the classroom in my organization at that point of time. So keep your meetings creative. It can be anything. It can be playing bingo, coming dressed together for a festival. There are n number of creative themes that you can have. You can even call family members one day. Just keep it creative. Break that monotony. Nobody likes monotony. So the moment it starts getting just to that level wherein you're just having the same meetings going every time, I think that you need the club needs to think about what different meeting are they going to keep now. Moving ahead, have varied meeting elements. Introduce different meeting roles as far as possible. I know Chandigarh Toastmasters that I am part of, they have Joke Master, which I had not seen in lot many years in many of the Toastmasters club. And they recently introduced something which is a book master as well, which is a bi-weekly role. So a member will come, they would have read a book of their own choice, and they will come and they'll present a very short description or a little note of for 2 minutes on that book, which will be interesting to members. And this also gives us an insight into different kinds of books, authors. So you can introduce different varied meeting elements. Now what will happen is, one is that it will obviously be different from your regular meeting format. At the same time, you will have more club members of yours who would feel engaged in those meetings, because it will give them opportunities to be part of that meeting. Like a joke master is such an amazing role, I never knew about it, but now I want to go ahead and do that role one day, because I want to sound funny to people. I want to go ahead and learn a joke and deliver it in a way that my audiences laugh at it. And I really like that thing actually. So I hope that you all go back. And there are a lot of roles that Toastmasters has introduced, and that you can also go ahead and introduce. But have varied meeting elements during your meetings. Encourage participation by all members at every meeting. Very important. How many of you have encouraged all your club members who are not participating in a regular meeting at that point of time? Maybe they have not taken up speech roles or evaluation roles, to actually go ahead and participate in table topics. Manat, you have raised your hand. Please go ahead.
Yes, Sapna. So I have made make sure that every member who is not much active. So I have personally reach out to them and make sure that they participate. So I have seen a little progress in that in my club. But actually, we are a corporate club, so we feel a little difficult to encourage people because they have a priorities for their project work. But I feel a little difficult task for me in this. But yeah, I have make sure that.
Thank you so much for that, Manar. You just need to ensure that you encourage everybody who's present, all Toastmasters who are present, including the guests as well, to participate in the meeting as much as possible. Now, your participation in the meeting is not only in that meeting role, remember. Your participation will also, a member can also participate in small things of the meeting. I'll tell you, one of my clubs actually does, at the end of the meeting, they all will get together and they'll raise a toast to all the winners. And it's not always a presiding officer who's doing it, but they will have any member of the club who will go ahead and who will raise a toast, on that day to all the winners of the meeting. And I think it's really beautiful, and it's very encouraging as well, because all of us feel participating in the club meeting, all of us feel that we have contributed to that meeting, be it sitting out there, be it even putting up a standee, distributing any flyers, talking to the guests. Each and every one of us can participate, and we should encourage our members to participate like this in all the meetings. Also, to remember that you should also encourage your club members to move outside of your club as well, to go ahead, meet other clubs, go and attend their meetings in other clubs, meet other club members, see how you can collaborate with clubs and do joint meetings, attend area contests, division contests, any other event that the district would keep as well. This will also help your club members to feel engaged, and they will be able to participate more in the club meetings. Recognize accomplishments inside and outside of Toastmasters. How many of your clubs are actually recognizing, or they go ahead and they recognize your achievements within the club? I know it's either on social media or when you're meeting. How many of your clubs doing that? Go ahead, Rahul.
Yeah. So when in the month of January, I became the area director. I mean, my term was only for 6 months because the area director who was serving before me left due to some emergencies. So my club really took that step and had those flyers posted recognizing my entry into the district leadership. So that's a good recognition that I got from my club back in the day.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you so much for sharing that. Anybody else would like to share how they recognize their club members inside and outside of Toastmasters? Manar, please go ahead.
Yes, so we have certificates for all the winners. We give the small gifts to our winners in the end of the meeting. We do that. And also, we announce that the Toastmaster of the month, we have that. Every month, we who has taken the much role, we give the Toastmaster of the month to them and give the book to them. So, how this is how we do in our club.
Great. Thank you so much. Anybody else wants to share? How do they do the recognition? What's their recognition program for their members?
So Sapna, while I was with Infosys Chandigarh, what we used to do is we used to have weekly meetings and the photographs
Mm-hmm.
that we used to click. Okay, so we used to circulate the email to the entire office, right?
Mm-hmm.
The entire DC. So let's say the club has roughly 20-25 odd members, but the entire DC has around 2,500 odd members. So we used to circulate the email which comprised of the rewards and the recognition that were made to the members, and that email was circulated amongst all the 2,500 odd folks. So that kind of gave the managers and the delivery managers an idea that so and so member has achieved this thing.
Wow, that's great. Thank you so much for sharing. It's very important. Most of us at the end of the day are driven by recognition, and it's very important that we all recognize the efforts that our members are putting in into the club. They are bringing so many accolades to the club. The corporate club that I was part of during during when I started off with my journey in Toastmasters, we used to get platform to host our company events. We used to get that huge a recognition from the organization, and it used to be that they had stopped getting anchors from outside, and they said, we have Toastmasters club, our Toastmasters are doing so well, we will only give them the opportunity to host our big events. And those events were ranging anything from 2,500 to 5,000 associates at that point of time. So imagine the kind of accomplishment I used to feel when I was part of Toastmasters in my organization. So recognition is very important. And I have also seen, I'll give you a nice example. So there was one Toastmasters club during my district director's term, and which I had the privilege of visiting. And I was so happy to see that the presiding officer used to recognize not only the accomplishments of members within Toastmasters, but even outside that they were achieving. So if somebody had achieved their anything in professional life as well, if they have got a new job, they got promoted, they probably achieved a new certification, all of those things were informed to the club members, and that was a proud moment for the member as well. So now, and that member particular, I still remember, is still part of that club. So imagine when you're getting recognized for your Toastmasters as well as your personal or professional accomplishments as well, all of those are being recognized and your members are getting to know you better. Provide, okay, so provide meaningful engagement. This is very important. At times, we all come with different goals. We all come with different things that we want to achieve in Toastmasters. When I started moving towards the leadership journey, I wanted to be more, I wanted to learn more about Toastmasters and the leadership opportunities Toastmasters provided to me. And during that time, I still remember my club president really helped me out a lot. My club president used to come and he used to inform me that there is an area contest happening, or there is another club contest which is happening. There is an event which is happening at the area level, at the division level. Why don't you go ahead and you participate, take up roles in that? Even if that role was very simple of being a sergeant at arms, which I really enjoyed doing it, be it a timer, I used to go ahead and have that kind of a meaningful engagement outside, because I was learning something. I was learning to be a leader. I was learning to lead a team. I was learning to to do something different from what I was not getting. I was not doing it at my own club. So go ahead and have those conversations with your own members to understand how is it that you can engage with them. We all will have different ways of engaging. I would love, somebody can love to write. If the club has a magazine that they go ahead and they publish, that member can even become the editor of that magazine. If your club, if somebody is really good at clicking pictures, they love to do a lot of PR, they're very good with Instagram, they can actually buddy up with the club VP PR. They can take care of the Instagram or the social media handles and ensure that they are promoting the club within to its members, and even outside to the Toastmasters fraternity, and outside to the guests. Now, there are more ways that you can go ahead and you can engage, but more important for all of us to understand is that we need to understand the needs of our members in order to engage with them respectively in a more meaningful way. Give them a mentor. How many of you have mentors assigned to you? Great. How many of you are mentors to your fellow Toastmasters in the club? Thank you. I have had mentors throughout my journey in Toastmasters. I am a mentor to 3 new mentees in my clubs. I am a mentor to so many members outside of my clubs as well. Very important. I have my mentor sitting here today in the audience. I called him up specifically and I said, I want you to be here. What happens? When you are a mentor to someone, you are learning a skill of mentoring. At the same time, you will definitely learn from your mentor. A mentee also is definitely going to learn from the skills, the experience of the mentor. If the mentee feels that they are not feeling engaged in the Toastmasters club, their needs are not being met, the first person will be the mentor who will help them to understand that why they feel that their needs are not being met, and how they can go ahead and collaborate with the club in a much more meaningful way to ensure that the mentee does not feel that their needs are not being met. So a mentor is the first point of contact always for any new club member who will be the mentee. There will be times that I probably might not understand a project that I have to deliver. There will be times that I will probably not even understand um, how I'm going to go ahead and deliver and do this particular role. A mentor is a guiding light who will be there to help me out. So giving them a mentor will also ensure that the member feels engaged, they feel acknowledged, and their needs are being met. Conduct a member interest survey annually. There is a member survey which is present on Toastmasters International website. This has to be filled by every member since our needs keep changing over a period of time. So annually, if every member is filling in this form, they will be the club, excom, and overall will be able to understand what is it that the member is feeling, what is it that they feel that is being missed, and then they will go ahead and they will ensure that they are able to meet the member needs to keep them engaged and retain in the club. And this survey, I will share the link in the chat in some time, is also available. It's a form, it's a downloaded form, which you can go ahead, you can create it into a Google form, you can send this form as a PDF. The members just have to fill the form, and you can go ahead and then you can analyze the responses, and based on that, look at it, that what changes are required in the club. Last but not the least, create opportunities to foster friendships. It's very important. If I am now not in District 98, but I stay in District 41, I stay in Chandigarh, but I am still a member of District 98 Airoli Bilingual Toastmasters Club, is only because I have fostered those friendships, and I don't want to leave my club members. Even though we, right now, as of today, as we speak, probably we all are struggling, but we have still gone ahead and taken a decision that we will continue as an online club. Is why? Because we have a strong friendship, a relationship which has gone beyond the regular Toastmasters. It's actually fostered into friendship with family as friends, wherein we don't want to leave. If the club is able to foster such friendship, give you such opportunities which is outside of your club, when you meet after the meetings, if you're able to do some events, celebrate birthdays, celebrate anniversaries, celebrate some achievements, this way you will be able to foster friendships. And when you do that, you definitely don't want to leave this platform. So I hope these strategies are going to be helpful for all of you. Very simple strategies, but at the same time very effective, which are going to be helpful to all of you to ensure that you're able to re-engage with your members, reconnect with them, and also retain them. Now, most important aspect is knowing when to let go. There will be times when people will have, our Toastmasters members will have priorities. I would want, I will be moving out. Like I have moved out. I have changed places. I have moved to different places. I'm not in one particular place. So obviously, I will have to leave the club. There are times when people feel that whatever I wanted to achieve, I have achieved in Toastmasters, and I don't think it's going to help me in my journey anymore. That is the time when we all need to learn when to let go. We will not always be able to retain each and every member of our club. So when it is time to let go, we should let go. With this, I will now end my training here. Thank you so much, and I'm open to taking question answers from all of you if you have any.
Ma'am, I wanted to ask, what if all the strategies that you have listed down a few minutes ago were not are not of any importance to someone, and they are more concerned with the increasing membership fee? So, how will you go ahead and retain members in that case?
So when you say increasing fees, what does that mean? Can you elaborate on it a little bit?
Increasing fees, as in there are news that Toastmaster International have will increase their membership biannual membership fee by 18 or 20%. So currently it's $60. It will shoot up to say 75 or $78
Mm-hmm.
in either by next year or by next Toastmasters year. I don't know.
Okay.
So how will you retain members in that case?
Okay.
If they say that fees is too high, how will you go ahead and do it?
All right. So, first of all, I haven't really heard about the news of fee increase in the fee. Okay. But if you look at it, Toastmasters International is one of the cheapest education program right now that any one of us will agree. I'm sure there are a lot of Toastmasters here who are members of professional institutes already. They are the ones who, who are either professional trainers or professional speakers. And some of us are even members of Rotary Club for that matter. Even on a regular basis, you will see that there are a lot of institutes, a lot of other learning platforms which are offering you communication trainings, leadership trainings at a very high cost. You look at B schools today, right? They all will offer you probably leadership trainings at a very high cost. Now, what is that one thing which I feel, and I'm going to emphasize on that, is experiential learning. I come um, from a background wherein I feel that if I am not doing something over and over again, I probably might not be able to learn that skill. If I just have to attend a training and spend a huge amount on that training for a week, and after that, if I do not act on it, or if I do not imbibe what I was taught in that training into my daily life, I will not be able to learn anything out of it. So even if Toastmasters International is going to increase the fee, we have to stress on the benefits of why this program is important. It gives you that platform wherein you can come and you can keep experimenting with your own self, with the skills that you have learned, with the competencies that you have learned on a regular basis. I would say on a daily basis, and look at the difference that Toastmasters is going to bring to you as a professional who works in a corporate vis-a-vis to a professional who even is an entrepreneur. So increase in the fee, obviously it pinches, but at the same time, I would say look at the benefits of it. It's like an Apple versus, an iOS versus an Android. Which one would you go for it? Which has the better benefits? That's what you need to look at it.
Right. True. True. Absolutely true. Thanks a lot for answering my question.
You're welcome. Anybody else, any questions?
Um, so I have one question, and this is regarding, bringing the guests to the corporate club, because I'm a part of a club as a club mentor, and what I'm seeing is the club mentors are enthusiasts. Like they want to attend the Toastmasters meeting. They want to take up the roles. The problem is that all of them agreeing to a single time. As a corporate, you have meetings. So let's say if I'm setting up Friday 3 p.m., you have a few folks who cannot attend it. If I'm setting up in a morning, some do not. So that's where the problem is. So how do you even tackle this scenario?
Okay. So, okay. So if I understand the question is like if the members are not coming to the meeting on the set time, is that what I understood, right? All right.
Uh, yes.
All right. Let me ask you a question, and that's for everybody. I'm sure we all face this, right? If you have a planned holiday, you have booked all your tickets, your flight, your hotels, wouldn't you ensure that everything is in place to go ahead for you to have that holiday, for you to take that flight and to ensure that you reach your destination on time,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
It's similar to that. It's the priority. If you want to attend a meeting, you will definitely be there. It's a commitment. If I want to work on myself, if I want to go ahead and learn, and if I want to improve on myself, I will ensure that I am there on time and I will move my schedule around it. It's a very common problem that I have seen specifically in corporates. It is just the priority. See, I wouldn't say balance it because I don't think that you'll ever be able to balance. But when you know that it's your Toastmasters meeting on this particular day at this particular time, you would always want to move your schedule around it and ensure that you are there for that 1 hour, 1.5 hour. So it is completely an individual's responsibility to ensure that they come for the meeting. And this is what we need to instill as mentors as well. This is what we need to instill and talk to our mentees about, that please ensure that this is your responsibility. If you don't attend a meeting, you're actually missing out on learning a lot of skills. You probably will miss out on a very important aspect, which is very important in a corporate world, which is storytelling, the art of storytelling. There will be a lot of Toastmasters who will be delivering prepared speeches. You will miss out on learning listening miss out on learning listening, the art of listening skills, because the entire meeting you will be definitely listening and experiencing all of that, right? You will definitely miss out on looking at how a meeting is conducted. So there are a lot of skills that a member is going to miss if they do not turn up, but at the same time I would say that it's a they have to ensure that they make Toastmasters a priority for that particular day, for that particular time when they have to attend. All right. Any questions? Any other questions that I can help answer? Please go ahead, Nikhil.
Ma'am, I have a question regarding encouraging, recognizing the accomplishment of member and inside and outside of Toastmasters. So I have found that recently someone from our club, past member of our club, has started a YouTube channel or Instagram channel.
Mm-hmm.
How should we approach it? Should we just post it out that this Toastmaster has started a channel, so kindly subscribe it or not? So how should we approach it? Should we ask him or her that can we post it on our channel, on our page, Toastmaster page?
Got it. So, this is an accomplishment, right? Somebody has started, a member of your club has started a Toastmasters, has started a YouTube channel. What would you do? I would go ahead and I would say it out loud to all my club members as well in the during the meeting, during the closing comments, and say, we have one of our Toastmasters member who has gone ahead and started their own YouTube channel. This is the name of the channel, and we would all love all of you to support him by subscribing to the channel and show him all the support that you can, and even share it as a story probably on all social media handles to promote. When we start doing this, when we start engaging with the members in this way, wherein it's their own accomplishment that we are recognizing them, and uh, we are going ahead and doing a little public PR for the same. I think it will make a lot of difference to that member, and you will be able to retain the member for a longer period of time as well.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah, Manhar, go ahead.
Yes, ma'am. So as you also mentioned that we have to recognize the members outside the club, and you also mentioned that you Chandigarh club has a meetup after the meetings and all.
Hmm.
We also do that in the same way. We have some unofficial meeting after the meeting on Fridays, but we are as from past few months we have seen that we are not able to maintain that professionalism in the meeting, because if we are meeting outside and that we have that friends kind of environment, that kind of getting mixed up with the professional, and when we meet up on Friday on the meeting during the meeting time, so we are not able to maintain that professionalism in the meeting, because everybody is now open up to each and everyone, and we have that friendship bonds and jokes and everything, and that continues in the meeting as well. As we meet in the week in the offices, and then that continues to the Friday when we meet at 3 p.m. That is getting mixed up. So that is the biggest challenge we are facing right now in the club.
Okay. So, you want to understand as to how you can differentiate between, you know, the outside
Professionalism.
and maintain the meeting, the professional meeting. I think the moment I don't have the right answer for this, but I would say that when we all sit for that meeting and when Sergeant at Arms lays down the rule for every meeting, that's when everybody should know that this is how the meeting is going to be, and nothing else should be part of it, like no cross talks, people moving in and out. I think those meeting rules are important, and even I would say subtly a message can be sent across to all the club members by the presiding officer, by the club president, and even by the mentors in their one-on-ones with their mentees, that we all need to understand that we will be good friends outside, and which is very healthy for the club. However, when we sit for the meeting, we need to ensure that we maintain the decorum. It's just like your own office environment, your own office team. We all will be great friends. We will hang out together, we will sit together, eat together. But when we get into the office, when we get into a meeting room, we all ensure that we maintain that decorum. And I think this is just um, this is just an opportunity to ensure that we just talk to our members of the club. The presiding officer can do it, and the sergeant at arms also does it during every meeting, and we are able to go ahead and maintain that professionalism. And if we still feel that things are not working out, then probably that's something that the club excom can sit and decide as to how they want to deal with the situation. So, yeah, that's my response. I hope I'm able to answer that.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Joydeep?
Yes, Sapna. I just wanted to understand how do you convince a Toastmaster who have decided to discontinue and you see a lot of potential in that member, and due to some reason he doesn't want to continue with Toastmaster, because it's rare that we see members coming back after a break. So how do you convince such people or the members, because you see a lot of potential of growth in them?
So we all need to learn when to let go. That was the last slide all about, right? Priorities change for everyone. Today I might I even I can have a lot of potential, but maybe I don't feel that Toastmasters is serving me in order to uh, for me to grow into my life, for grow in my life or in my professional career. Maybe I'm moving out places, or maybe whatever I wanted to learn, the ambition that I had, or that is all being fulfilled now. And I don't feel that I need Toastmasters anymore. And I think that is where you just need to go ahead and just learn to let go. We will not be able to retain our members 100% of all the times. We all need to understand that. So that is why it's important in your conversations that we learn when to let go and when to retain. Your retention will only happen when a Toastmaster member will come to you and they will say that I don't feel my needs are being met in the club. Maybe I'm not getting more opportunities. I don't feel the meeting format is helping me out, and there can be those issues. Once you address those issues, and if the member still feels that they don't think Toastmasters is helping them fulfill the purpose, I think it's time to let go. Rahul,
Thanks, Apna.
welcome.
Uh, Ma'am, we say that Toastmasters International is a non-profit organization, and
Mm-hmm.
we don't get any payments for doing anything. If we are serving at any leadership position or not, we don't get any payments for that. But recently, back in the month of May, I met Daniel Rex, the current
Mm-hmm.
CEO of Toastmaster International, and he said that he's making a living out of it. So what we are saying, the trend that we are saying is we pay our membership fees to the international, and that fee goes into their pocket. So how come Toastmaster International is a non-profit organization? I really don't understand the concept behind it.
Okay, probably I'm not the right person to answer the question, but it's a non-profit organization. But even for any non-profit organization, you have to run the regular operations, right? And
Yeah,
you have an office, you will have a managing director or a CEO, you will have a team who's looking into everything. You have a technology team, a finance team, you will have a PR team, a marketing team. All of these teams are there, right? And obviously, these are paid members. They are not members of any club. Look at us. We are all volunteers. We are
yeah,
members. We are volunteers, right? But they are all employees of Toastmasters International, and that is
yeah,
how they get
exactly.
paid. So it's not like, obviously we are paying the fees to run the entire infrastructure, to run the organization, because there are expenses, right? I
Absolutely.
mean, the pathways that we use, the technology system, obviously we have a lot of other things. There's recognition program and so many of it. So we all
Hmm.
have to I would say that obviously there is an expense is running an organization. It's not a profit making. It's a non-profit organization, and that is why we don't make any profit out of it. Making a living out of it and making a profit out of it are two different aspects of it. So he is getting paid for all the regular daily operations
Yeah,
that Toastmasters International is doing for to help its members, its districts, and its
yeah,
district officers. And we are the ones who are here because we are gaining something out of this. And I mean, I have access to pathways is only because I'm a member of Toastmasters.
right, right. True.
So I would put
That
it that
answers
way.
that answers my question. I know this question was completely off the topic as to what we discussed, but thanks a lot for answering once
Yeah.
again. Thank you.
You're most welcome. All right. Thank you so much, everybody. We are on top of the hour. I'll now hand it back over to Santosh for closing. Over to you, Santosh.
Thank you so much, distinguished Toastmaster Sapna, for such wonderful session. I definitely feel renewed and revitalized after attending this session. Thanks a lot. With this, we conclude our meeting. Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much, everyone, for attending this.